Hey everybody, welcome back to Mama Zodi Tarot. So today we are doing another installment on the Industry Plant series. Today we are doing Post Malone, okay? Because I don't know, my ancestors drew me towards him when I saw that Skims partnership picture that he did with Skims, obviously with Kim Kardashian, and it got me thinking: is he an industry plant? You know what's wild? I pulled all the cards, laid them out, and then I just looked at the bottom of the decks here, and I'm telling you, it's going to be a yes, because first of all, we have on the bottom of this deck, no, on pins and needles, rough patch being stuck. So something was going on where he was stuck. He felt like he wasn't getting the opportunities. He wasn't, rising and getting the advancement that he need. And on the bottom, this is my yes or no deck. On the bottom of my Kipper fortune telling deck, we have judication. So that tells me that there was some sort of, conversation that was had, a meeting of sorts about how it was that he was going to improve, because we have earth magic coming out on the gods and goddesses deck. So yeah, what magic, what things are we going to do to bring back my stability and my abundance? And yeah, he felt stuck with this earth magic and he wanted to improve, and that's what this meeting and conversation was about. What was he going to do next, okay, in order to make this happen? And we have this, whoever this woman is, this witch that says, oh, I got a great idea. As far as be the light, I have a great idea. And then we also have the sun. This is my ancestors deck, by the way, that says witch. And then from the zombie tarot, we have the sun. So they was like, listen, we got this opportunity for you to move forward, for you to climb that ladder and advance. You say you you're ready to be floating. You need an opportunity. We got something for you. All right, and whatever this is, it involves this bloodline, because I'm looking at that helicopter and I'm thinking of, that watchful eye, those people that watch over. So the powers that be definitely say we got this offer for you to improve, and we know how we're going to put you back into the spotlight, because like I said, he was feeling a little bit stuck and like things weren't working out. So I believe that this whole Skims collaboration was literally just a way to put him back in the spotlight and get him back to being the buzz. And I think he's definitely an industry plant, and that witch is Kim and Chris, So yeah, let's go. Let's see. Is he an industry plant? Yep. Yep. He for sure is. Shady deals, dark road, moonlighting to get by. Yes, 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 he is. The other two no cards we have is getting caught, net loss on the tail end of things, and learn from experience always no longer works. So like I said, he was stuck. He was at a rough patch. Things were not working out. And whatever experience, I feel like with this learn from experience, it was he had to go to somebody more experienced, right? Judication. He had to go towards it. Look, change right behind that. Of course, he was looking for change. He was looking to grow and evolve, and he had to go to somebody with more experience, which was Kim. And he knew that, whatever he was doing was not working anymore, and he was on the pretty much on the verge of losing his grasp and not being in the eye anymore. With this fishbowl coming out of reverse, it's like people not gonna be looking at him. He's not gonna be in the public eye. He's not gonna be, as big and famous. He felt his stardom and his light dwindling away, and so he needed to bring that light back to himself. And so he said, you know what? But this, it's a good investment. Getting paid, saving up. I know exactly what I need to do. I need to go back to the people that's helping me. Yeah, and get that shady deal. You feel what I'm saying? I need to go back. I need to just go on ahead and sign myself over, because trying to have a regular career with this fulfilling your desires, being refreshed, moving, it wasn't working. So he had to, move on to a shady deal and that kind of opportunity. So yes, he definitely has aligned himself with the powers that be. The darkness, DVIL, says feels right, good idea, aligned with your values. So we know that this is his personality. He's he's basically dead inside, dark soul. Like this is, totally aligned and normal for him. And it says you're on the right time, do it now, seize the day. So he felt like he was drowning. He felt like he was about to go underwater, and so this was going to be, he had to do this right now. The time waits for no man. So he felt like he had to seize this opportunity and take it now, and definitely align himself with that darkness. But with this baby being on this card, and like I said, learn from experience always no longer work, I'm knowing that he's very new to this, and he definitely is not gonna see what's going to hit him when it comes to this. This is definitely new. We see a lot of bikes here. It's like learning how to ride a bicycle. He's just now starting. He's on training wheels. Okay, so this is just his introduction into the eyes wide shut crew and being aligned with this darkness and these rituals and all of this stuff. So he's a baby in this, but yes, um, wow. This is crazy. I might as well go to it because I was gonna wait, but I might as well go to it. I asked if he had a relationship with the Kardashians and is he, part of the, was this a part of some ritualistic, initiation type thing? And what is it that we have here? Is that what I asked? I think that's what I asked. Okay, so we have you get a lucky break. It's a successful venture, full of possibility, plenty, creating abundance. So this is what all came after, because those are the two yes cards. We had 3 no cards. So initially, he didn't have a relationship with them. Remember, I know what I'm talking about here. They did not have a relationship initially. He was not aligned with the powers that be. He was trying to do this on his own and not be an industry plan and not sign a deal with the devil, but with this heavy energy block weighed down by worry, like oil and water, separate lives drift apart and burn out, not carrying a drive guys quickly. It wasn't working out. Thank you, ancestors, for the confirmation, because I already knew and I already said it. It was not working out. He was being blocked by the powers that be, and things weren't working out, and he was drifting off into the sunset, and people were not going to care about him, and he was going to be of the past. And he was just with this burnout. It was like, no, he was drying up, and people wasn't feeling the same way about him. He didn't have that big career, so he knew what he had to do, which was align himself with this dark stuff. He saw plenty of possibilities and abundance with this, and he felt like it was the right thing to align himself with and get a bunch of success and new ventures in his life. So yes, he is aligned with the Kardashian clan and family and them now, but he was not initially, and he's just now starting. This was his initiation. This was technically his first ritual. He's not used to doing all this. This is part of his initiation process into it. So let's go ahead and keep going and ask, how did he get his career up until now? Beginning of his career until now. Yep. Pretty much exactly what I thought. Okay, so journey. It was stressful. He was putting in the work. He was trying to get himself to be this successful musician. He really wanted to be in the spotlight and be a celebrity. So, with this lovers, he wanted the love. He wanted the admiration. He wanted people to see him in a good light and be that person. But unfortunately, with this bad health, he was making a lot of bad choices, I feel like. And he didn't no longer hold, he was stuck. That's why this imprisonment is coming out under lovers. He was stuck and he really wasn't seeing any growth and no new opportunities. And people don't super love him. So that's when he decided with this mature man to align with this darker stuff. Right? That's when he chose to make this bad choice and say, you know what? I need to look towards my future, which is distant horizon. Somebody came along and said, I can help you. This mature man, all you have to do is align yourself with me and I got you. I'm going to make everything fair with this courthouse. I'm going to give you the great fortune. You're going to get the money. You're not going to be stuck anymore. You're going to get all the things that you're looking for as long as you align yourself to this coffin, this bloodline, this ritualistic stuff, this dark stuff, this deadly stuff. Yeah. When you align yourself to that, then we can go ahead and we can get you what you want. So with this mature man in coffin, he sold us all to the DEVIO. All right. So we know what happened. And he felt like, things weren't going fair in his life. So this is what he had to do to bring back balance and make things go in his favor and get his great fortune. Yeah, he had to make this bad choice and this bad decision because he was dwindling away. That's all I could keep saying. He was about to be a thing of the past, a one-hit wonder of the sort or whatever. People just wasn't really loving him like that. And so he had to do something to make things start going in his favor in his future because things were looking so far. He felt so chained and weighed down. So, wow. All right, let's go ahead and continue. The next thing I asked is about his outer versus inner personality. So this is outer personality. All right, so outer personality, we have Mother Mary, emotional healing. Kanye, life force energy. Isis, sacred contracts. Star maiden, rest. And hell, end of a cycle. So this is further talking about on his outward personality. I feel like he's come he's coming to an end of his cycle. People are not really feeling him. He just doesn't have the grasp and the fanfare, and people not fawning over him. His tickets is not selling out. The concerts not like people not buying the music. He's just not that hit guy. That's why, you know, in his outward personality, we have end of a cycle here, because he's phasing out as having his stardom. That's being put to rest. He's being put to rest. You know, further confirmed with the star mate. And I think he's also in his outer personality trying to come off real calm and collected, trying to make it seem like everything is okay. But really deep down, I'm thinking about this. I'm thinking about something breaking. He really wants to break down inside. He's not showing that he wants to break down, but he's definitely, like I said, with this, I'm just feeling like he doesn't have the reception that he used to. He's coming off washed up, and put it like that. He looks washed up. Okay, and then with the star made in rest, he also looks like he is trying to come all calm, like, you know, just real zen and collected, and like everything is good. And then we also have sacred contracts. This is all about, you know, I don't know, I'm looking at this. This is kind of making me think of Taurus. So he might be also coming off as very like aligned and just like on the right path, because, you know, you say your contract, that's what you came here to do, what you signed up to do. So he might, you know, come off as like he's actually protected, and he's this sacred person. He's really good. He's godly. He's on the right path. You know, I don't know why I just thought of of course I thought of Isis, but then I thought of Ma'at too. But he's definitely trying to come off real centered and at peace as far as his outward personality, and make it seem like, you know, he's doing good, he's on the right track. Also with life force energy, yeah. Furthermore, just trying to make it seem like he's this cool zen person, like I'm all comfortable, but really deep down inside, I tell you guys, he's shaking. I feel it. He is shaking, shivering in his boots. When he wants to break down, like he feels like he's at his wit's end, and he doesn't know up from right, from down from left, but he's trying to come off really zen and centered and all peaceful, and I've got my life force together, you know, I'm you know, aligned energetically, and I'm all balanced, and I'm looking good, and I've done the emotional healing, and yeah, on the outside he's really just pretending, trying to come off like he's happy, copacetic and calm and collected, and he's really not. All right, on the inside he's scared about his finances. Okay, automatically, that's what that tells me with this ocean sweet success. He's so worried about his money and his financial security, and where, you know, he's obsessed with his financial situation and where his money is going to be. We also have hard tell the truth. So deep down inside, you know, he wants to be honest with himself and be real about the fact that he's, you know, aligned himself with this darkness, with this hard and Kalima spiritual transformation. Like he wants to be real with himself and, you know, undergo the actual spiritual transformation that he needs, become the divine masculine, do the healing. Deep down, he doesn't want to be aligned with this dark stuff, but he's so desperate to have success. He's so desperate to have money. He's so desperate to be a celebrity and have everything that he's, you know, willing to lie and do dark stuff and, you know, do these rituals and be aligned with, you know, this greed and all of this manipulation, because I'm looking at all of these multiple hands. He's willing to have his hands in all these different dark things because he wants to be, you know, strong. He wants to be powerful. He wants to be this divine masculine with all his success. He wants to, you know, be loved by the people and everybody be like, oh my God, Post Malone, Post Malone, Post Malone, yeah. Like, you know, he just wants all that fanfare and people loving him and seeing him as beautiful. Like I'm looking at this makeup. It's like he really just wants to beautify himself and be known. He struggles with his self-confidence and his self-belief and his authority and his role as actually being a true man. He struggles with that. Feeling like a real, actual, true man. So that's just a sidebar. Yeah, something about him doesn't feel like he's an actual, true, real man. Like he feels like he's an imposter, and he's not manly, and you know he don't hold that figure. You know, like people don't look at him as a leader and courageous, and strong, and brave. Like he don't feel like that on the inside. He feels, you know, real weak, and he wants to do the healing. You know, because like I said, he wants to figure out what's going on with him, but instead, you know, I'm looking at her with her hand out, and I'm like, he's just like, you know what? I'm going to take the easy route. Instead of doing the hard work, I'm going to take the easy route. But deep down, he knows that, you know, what he's aligned himself to is really dark, and it could cause a lot of problems for him, and he's going to need to heal from these things in the future. So, yeah, that's what we have as far as his outward versus inner personality. When I tell y'all I'm shivering like crazy, it's like he's shaking in his boots. I don't know what he saw, but he got spooked. I'm telling you, it scared him and it spooked him for sure. Let's go on to the next question, which is, what did I ask? His Skims partnership. Was this, I asked more about the Skims partnership and how this came to be and whether or not this is truly like his initiation. Yeah, Eight of Pentacles. This is the work that he had to put in with the Two of Cups and the High Priestess. Yes, I know exactly what I'm talking about. They're saying yes, yes. And this High Priestess, Kim, and this witch, who basically said, yeah, be devoted and committed, with this sage who gave him this great advice and said, yeah, I can't make it up with High Priestess. Double High Priestess. Yes. She said, you know what? In order to do this, you got to align with this mystical stuff. You got to align with this witchy dark stuff. And I got something. I got some magic for you that's going to help you shed some old skin with this snake here and actually grab back the hearts and the attention of the people that you're looking for. Yeah, you want to be loved? I got you. But that's a direction guardian. Listen, she like, I can help you on the right path to being loved and respected and having all the money and the riches with this earth guardian and, having the permanency and the relevancy. Like, you worried about, possibly losing it. She like, no, I can make it so that it's forever and it's permanent and you never lose it. All right. She like, you just got to do something. You just got to be fearless with this warrior. Staying strong. Don't be afraid. I got you. I'm going to help you become that strong warrior man that you want to be with this medicine mother. She like, I got the antidote. I got the antidote. I know exactly what to do. Okay. So yeah. She was like, your she didn't tell him that his finances was going to be controlled with this Two of Pentacles. That's what she didn't tell him. But yeah, that's literally what this was. This was helping him to release the past and, like if the snake card said, shed old skin and come into this new partnership with this Four Cups. He went to her. He literally reached out to her and let her know, like, hey, I need help. Okay, like he confided in her with this Four of Cups, and she was like, I know exactly what to do to free you with this Eight of Swords. And with this Eight of Cups, she was like, I'm going to make it happen quickly. I'm going to make it happen fast. I'm telling you. But like I said, it's something about something that he saw where he spooked. I keep going back to that. Now that he's in line with these darker forces and he's sitting eating at that table and he's with them. Look at those zombie hands. Yeah, now he's scared. Now he want to free himself because he didn't see something. Something shocked him and now he want to pack his bags. All right, with this, you see how this woman got her bags packed and she trying to run away from that zombie? Yeah, he want to pack his bags now because something came to light with their son here. And now I got him wanting to reject that offer, okay, and put an end to it. With this death card, wow, and Four Swords, he wants to put an end to that offer, but it's too late because he's already intertwined himself with the Ten of Wands and the Hermit. Nope, he already went down that path. Now he got to carry those burdens. He got to walk that walk, and it's going to be a lot of pain. I knew he was going to be getting his karma, so it's going to be a lot of pain and sadness for him. Okay, with this Five of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles, yeah, him choosing to work with them and align with them, and I'm so worried about my money and the fruits of my labor and everything. No, your money is going to be all tied up. You can consider that done. You can't even consider no money yours right now, and you can't even consider your life yours anymore. Everything is gone. Your life ain't even yours right no more with this death card. Yeah, oh boy, and they're like, but we hope you happy because you're gonna be the star that you want to be with this star. And it's Four of Wands. Yeah, you're gonna be in the spotlight now that you aligned yourself with this family and you got into this marriage. Yeah. But it's gonna come with a lot of chaos. Now you gotta make nice with all these zombies. Now you gotta live amongst zombies and be happy with them and make nice with them and act like everything is all good. There's gonna be a lot of illusions with this moon. It's gonna be a lot of drama and things happening that he don't know about. It's gonna be a lot of sleepless nights. Okay. He's gonna be haunted, and he's haunted right now by something that he saw. I keep going to that with this Five of Swords, something that he saw that he was haunted by. So I guess we might as well go ahead and just ask, what is it that he saw? It has something to do with a ritual. Watch your words, Agna. It has something to do with a ritual out in the woods. Oh my God, it's something with druids. Symbolism. So now I'm thinking of trees. Yeah, definitely out in the woods. With just watch your words. It was like, make sure you don't speak anything about this. All right. And that's what my ancestors telling me, watch my words. But definitely something that opened up his mind and expanded his consciousness that he saw with this cosmic knowledge. And listen, actual wisdom. Y'all, give me one more. What did he see while doing this? What was it that he saw with this cosmic knowledge? What was it that he saw that scared him? Because it was something he saw while doing this that scared him. Artemis, brave spirit. Oh. Okay, so not only was he, you know what I'm saying, taken advantage of, actually, just to, be careful with my words and watch my words. He was taken advantage of, but also he saw with this brave spirit. Oh yeah, I just got the little sharp pain in my stomach. It's like your gods or your ancestors, or he saw something that was of his ancestry, that was real, that was connected to him with this Merlin cosmic knowledge that made him aware that what he was doing was wrong. Okay, something, yeah, with druid and potential energy, something that was very, loving, kind. It wasn't scary. Excuse me. Let me watch my words, because I did say that it was shocking. Something spooked him. Yes, it spooked him, but it was not scary. It was something loving. It was warm. It was a kind feeling that he got, and whoever this person was that came, they made him realize that what he was doing was wrong, and he needed to protect his energy, that this was a bad idea, a bad road that he had went down, that he needed to protect his energy and go towards that this was a safe space for him, this nematome, whoever this person was. And they let him know it's not a good idea with this Baba Yaga patience. It was like, you should have been more patient, you should have just waited. Okay, oh, why weren't you patient enough, and why didn't you just wait? You made a bad decision, and you should not have manifested this, but just watch your word. You shouldn't have asked for this. You shouldn't have been so greedy and motivated to have this, because what you don't know with this cosmic knowledge is that you're aligned with something deeper. You're aligned with something more. I'm telling you, he's aligned to something more and something deeper, and his ancestors do not appreciate what he has done. So when we go to the future predictions, we'll see what the ancestors have to say about, how they're going to handle the situation. But they definitely, in this vision, urged him and showed him that he needed to protect his energy. Yeah, listen. He was supposed to share his gift and do the chakra healing, the energy healing, and just be joyous and happy for where he was in life, and not be so money motivated and greedy. He was supposed to just be authentic, okay, and wait on it, because they had something for him. They had something for him once he did the healing work and he got in balance and got aligned. It was going to give him his happiness and joy. He didn't have to go about it the way that he did. So yeah, he shouldn't have did this. I'm seeing soul family here. Yeah, his ancestors do not appreciate this. So yeah, we'll go into that after. But let's keep going here and just see about how, his relationship with each of these people and how he feels about them. Because I just want to know. Because I know he got a relationship with the Kardashians. So I went ahead and asked how he feel about each one. The main people that I know for sure, for certain, are dark, which is Kim, Chris, Chloe, and Corey Gamble. Okay, so we're starting off with how he feels towards, let's start with how he feels towards them, not how they feel towards him. How he feels towards Kim, Summer, basking, joy, and light. So right now, he's seeing her as the queen bee. He's seeing her as, the person that he has to listen to, that's going to make sure that he stays in the, in the light, and make sure that he continues to bask in all his happiness and his joy. That's definitely not the one to cross. He knows that, she's going to be the one to be the key to his riches and happiness. I don't know if that also means that, he really is still happy and positive, feeling good towards her, even after what his ancestors showed him and what he saw during this actual, ritual that was done. But he's definitely still basking in the light and knowing that she's the queen bee and at the top of the food chain, or one of the ones at the top of the food chain when it comes to things. So let's go ahead and see next about how he feels about Chris. Autumn, release the old and rest. So yeah, he's Crow. She's on his back. She's watching him. He's scared of her. He's a little bit less scared of Kim than he is of Chris. He's definitely watching his back when it comes to Chris. He knows that she's watching. All right, and so he wants to stay away from her. He wants to release her. I think that's the one who he did the actual ritual with, and that's why he wants to, with the release the old and rest. He wants to stay away from her. He's scared of her. Okay, because yeah, I think that's when he got that divine message from his ancestors. Thank you that's the confirmation. The Crow. He got the message when he was doing that stuff with her. So yeah, that's how he feels towards Chris. Now Chloe, we have Trader, exchange energy to create abundance. So she's another one that he feels like, I'm picking up Trader, not traitor, not trader, that he involved in the actual ritual with, and he feels like she siphoned off of him, to be honest, with the exchange energy and creating abundance. He feel like she drained him of a lot of energy, and he feels a little bit weak after his interactions and his dealings with her, and he does not like being around her and having to exchange energy with her. And then lastly, we have Corey Gamble. This came out sideways. Seer, So listen, it says see beyond the current situation. So I feel like right now, with him, it's like a little teeter tottering because with Corey Gamble, like I said, he's definitely a handler. So he's being watched by Corey, but at the same time, he's trying to stay out of his midst. He's trying to stay away from him. He's trying to, not cause any drama, any arguments. He don't want to damage his situation and, lose his life pretty much. But at the same time, with the seer in reverse, you don't want him watching him and having too much insight and seeing what's going on with him in his future. And you definitely don't want him, spiritually and using magic to do anything to him or look into him. So, yeah, he's trying to just stay away from these people. All right. And then how do they feel about him? Oh, yeah, he's definitely trying to stay away from these people. The only person who had one card come out was, I think, Corey and Kim. So for Kim, Medicine Guardian, be open to healing information. So for some reason, listen, with Kim, she feels like she can go ahead and manipulate him with this Medicine Guardian, that she got the right idea. Like I said, she has the antidote. Medicine Mother came out, and then now we have Medicine Guardian. So we have the Medicine Mother, who he, did the actual ritual with, and then we have the Medicine Guardian, who was the one that advised him that it was a great idea to do it and align himself with it. Okay, so this is what she did. She was the one who gave him the information and the advice and said, hey, I know how you can heal your career and everything like that. All you have to do is talk to my mommy. She's going to help you. Oh, my God, it's sick. All right, so now how do we have about how he feels towards Chris? How Chris feels towards him. We have Peacekeeper and Broken Arrow. So she's trying to be smart and keep a harmonious relationship between them. She's trying to repair. It says embrace the energy of peace on this card on Broken Arrow. And then Peacekeeper says a harmonious resolution is possible. So she's trying to keep it peaceful, keep it cool, make sure that he don't go too far, that he don't get spooked, or that he didn't get too scared. She's trying to calm him down and have him be like, no, everything is okay. Nothing went bad. This was the right thing to do. Like she's trying to really make sure that she do damage control and keep the peace with him, and that he don't run away and start running his mouth and go talking about everything that he did and be like, oh my God, do you know that I did this and that's like she's trying to really just keep him calm and keep a watchful eye over him, so that way with this Broken Arrow he don't damage her reputation and his reputation by him coming out and speaking out against her. Wow. So next we have Chloe. Oh my God, Chloe, we have Mirror Guardian and Eagle. So, this is crazy. She's another one that's, keeping a watchful eye on him and trying to see what he got going on. But this take time to reflect. I'm going to be honest. I feel like she's somewhere, how she feels towards him. She's happy. All right. She's looking in the mirror happy about all the energy that she got off of him. Okay, to be totally honest, she happy about how she look. When she look in the mirror, she's feeling good about all the energy she's siphoned off him, all the beauty, the health, all the things. She's just real happy. With this here from a higher perspective, she's ditzy somewhere, just off, just in ditzo land, just out of touch with reality, and just real happy about all of the things that she done, took off of him, and she's just trying to enjoy her riches and stuff. She's not even thinking about him. With this Eagle, see from my perspective, she's off somewhere in La La Land, just focused on herself and living her best life. Oh God, this is crazy. But I think she's also definitely keeping a watchful eye with this Eagle, and just making sure she keep an eye on him. So lastly, we have Corey. Oh my God, we got Lord, take charge with authority, and Hunter, track down your fears and desires. Hunter, and Lord, track. Bro, he's watching him. He's tracking him down. He's always following him. He's doing his handling duties as he should, according to the authority and the rule and whatever it is that he's what he's been told to do. All right, the charge that he's been given. I don't know why I can't think of the damn word that I want to say. The instruction, thank you, that he's been given. He's doing that. He's doing his role, with this Lord. And he's doing what he's supposed to do, which is watching him, tracking him, hunting him down, making sure that he keep eyes on him and being handled. That is freaking crazy. Wow. So, like I said, the ancestors have something to say. Let's go ahead here and see how the ancestors feel, about this choice that he is going to make. Because we have Guardian Angel, you are not alone. And Dream and Journey, I told you, they showed him something. He saw something. He's been having dreams about it. He's seeing it. He knows that he made the wrong decision, all right? That time is ticking and that he should not had done what he had done and just been more patient and wait. With this Earth Mother, it says feel loved and comforted. So, oh God, they're telling him to make sure that he protects his mother. So this is what he saw. He saw something about a need to really protect himself and protect his mother. And with this hermit, release, okay, release and recharge, get away from this stuff, and trust in a higher purpose. So that's what they want for him. But I want to know, what do the elders have to actually say about his decision making? What are the elders going to do? Message of concern. We know they sent him a message of concern, but what's next? Are they going to help him? Is it long-term karma? Is it a done deal because he's already done this? I see sudden wealth, marriage, mature woman, and courtship. What's next is a marriage. That's what's next. What's next is them forcing him and him doing more stuff. Him doing more siphoning rituals, and this is what they're concerned about. Oh my God, they're so concerned about him choosing to align with this marriage for this sudden wealth and doing these rituals with Chris. They are so like, oh my God, how could you do this? So they don't even want to tell me what the outcome is going to be. The pathway here, like, listen, it's up in the air right now. Is there anything that y'all could tell me about the outcome? Stand your ground and no more hiding. So yeah, one scenario is that he would have to speak up about this. That's the only way that he gets up from under this. He has to speak up about this, but there's no more hiding. He cannot hide and keep this a secret. He has to speak up with the stand your ground and talk about what it is. He has to come out. He has to also try to take them down. That's what this will have to be. He will have to align himself with actually taking them down with balance. Yeah, legal. This is giving me legal energy. He would have to legally try to be a part of actually taking them down. That's the only way that the ancestors is going to, feel like he has some sort of justice. That's the only way he can get justice, and the elders is going to find any kind of mercy or whatever the case may be. He's going to have to trust himself and make a choice when it comes to this. He's going to have to speak up about this and talk about the disgusting rituals. He would have to go against them legally. Like, yeah, he would have to really do this. Like, they're not playing. That's the only way. You have to stay away from them completely. All that. He have to really stand his ground and bear those tough waters. It will be very turbulent with this water here. It's gonna be a lot that he will have to go through. It will be a lot of chaos, but he will have to do it. So give me one future prediction to close it out, and that's where we'll end this reading, because I don't like it no more. I'm over it. Yeah, he was supposed to trust in higher forces with this shaman here, and he did not. Judgment. So yeah, karma is coming. Ancestors say that it's the truth with the Ace of Swords. Yeah, listen, Wheel of Fortune in reverse, it's not going to be looking good, as he's going to go through a lot of turbulence. Like I said, a lot of ups and downs, a lot of dark days. It's going to be very unfortunate. Okay, it's going to be a lot of fights, chaos. He's going to have to fight for his life. Okay, he will have to fight for his life with this Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Kim is going to make him fight for his life. She's going to try to have him go through all type of bad luck and dark days. She is really going to come down harsh on him. She's going to try to destroy him completely for no longer wanting to be aligned with this. All right, that's a future prediction for entertainment purposes only, all alleged. And then lastly, from the bottom of the deck, we have Ten of Swords, Ace of Cups, Three of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, and the World. So yeah, another possible outcome, like I said, is that he takes on all of the burdens with this Ten of Swords. That he, you know what I mean, even though everything is not okay, he would have to speak up. If he speak up about this and tell the truth about everything that they done with this Ace of Cups and everything that this group does, all of the ritualistic stuff, all of the dark stuff, if he talks about this opportunity that he took and how he needed to, protect himself, because all of the dark things that they was trying to do and everything that he saw, like how they tried to turn his whole world upside down and the actual rituals, everything. If he speaks up about this and tries to protect himself, then that could be good for him. That's what I see. If he, that's another future prediction. Him not aligning himself with the Six of Cups in reverse. That's not happy memories. That's dark memories. That's sad memories. That's things that haunt you, that you never even want to think about again. And if he was able to speak up about all of this and legally try to take them down, then yeah, that would be great. Okay, he would go through some hard things, but he would be able to get with the Seven of Swords. He would be able to protect himself in the end. He would have some sort of protection at the end of his days. All right, so that's what I have. But Kris Jenner is definitely going to try to cause some problems and some drama for him. She's going to try to turn his life upside down and destroy him, okay, and have him aligned to that darkness. So, whew, I'm ready to get on this. Okay, that's what I have for you guys. I hope that y'all enjoyed it. Make sure to like, comment, let me know your thoughts. Subscribe to the channel. Please, please, please subscribe to the channel. Share the video with somebody who might enjoy. I really appreciate you guys, and I'm going to see y'all later.